How do we retain our lash clients? So here are 3 ways that I don't think a lot of people think of that I'm going to give you today that will help you retain your lash clientele, because it's not easy to build a clientele. So you definitely, after doing all of that hard work of attracting them to you and doing their lashes, you definitely want to keep them as a part of your lash community and on your books. So the first way to retain your client is to retain their lashes. In my experience as a 10-year lash artist, most people leave their lash artist because their lashes are not lasting. When you get lashes done, like, you want to wake up cute every day. That's why people get lash extensions. I want to wake up cute. I don't want to look tired, even though I feel tired. I want to look alert. I want to look defined. And if the lashes are shedding prematurely, consistently, that is really defying the number one reason that most people get lashes. So that, in my experience, typically will lead a client to go to another lash tech. And in my experience of gaining new clients that have come recently from another lash tech, that has been the number one reason that they've come over. Their lashes were not lasting. So number 2, how do you retain your lash clientele? You set the tone for open communication. The second reason in my career that most people have come to me from other lash techs is that they were not satisfied with either the density, the styling, the curl of their lashes, right? It may not have been retention. The retention was good, but they just didn't like the way the lashes looked. And that is something that is very easy to combat. And you never want a client to leave you because they are not satisfied with your work, especially when typically all it takes is a conversation. So if you create a culture of open communication, your clients will be able to tell you, like, hey, like, I'm looking at my lashes. I think I want to try something new. I saw something on the internet. I want to do something more wispy. Maybe I want to go more natural. Maybe I want to go longer or shorter. What does that look like? So as long as you have that kind of open door policy, your client should feel very comfortable having that conversation with you. And all you have to do is change their lashes, as opposed to possibly losing the client. I will also say it's very important to ask your clients questions. I am big on, hey, how do you like your lashes? Is there anything that you may be looking to change? Is there anything that I can do better? Because what I've also seen over the last 10 years is that most people are not naturally confrontational. So instead of telling you that there's something that they may want to change with their lash extensions, they may just leave. And that is a very poor reason to lose a client. Now, I will say that I have lost clients over the years that may have not been satisfied with my work, but it wasn't because we didn't have open communication. Maybe what they want as far as their lash styling is just styling that I don't necessarily do. Or there are clients who will come to you and maybe their lashes aren't the healthiest. And for me, weight management is a really big thing. So if your lashes are not the healthiest, I, as a lash tech, I will not give you a super full set. And in that case, that is a good place to break the relationship, because I cannot give you what you want, as opposed to a client coming to you and you can give them the look that they want. They're just too afraid to have the conversation. So make sure that you are creating an atmosphere of communication where your client feel very comfortable talking to you in regards to the service. So number 3, be consistent. Be reliable. I have been lashing for 10 years, and my longest standing client has been with me for probably 9 years at this point. And literally, because my skill set has changed tremendously. I'm not gonna lie, I was not the best lash tech back then, because I was new, right? So I had to learn. But she's been with me consistently because I've been consistent. When she makes her appointments, she knows that I will be there. If there's anything like an emergency that happens, or if I have travel, I will always give my clients advance notice. If I'm running late, I don't let them just sit there for an hour. Let them know ahead of time. So being consistent and being respectful of your client's time and really being dependable, like, that is a really big thing. We see on Instagram all the time that clients are complaining that they've made an appointment, the stylist is not there, they're not able to receive their deposit back. So if you are consistent, right, and if you are reliable and dependable, it will be much easier for you you to retain your clientele, this is especially important for new lash artists because you may not have the best skill set, right? Because the skill set, it takes time to grow. You may not have the most magnificent looking lashes. Your lashes are good, but they may not be great, right? So if you, though, are really able to be consistent and respectful with your client's time, and if they feel like they can depend on you, a lot of the times they will grow with you because my clientele, I would say at least 75% of them have been with me over 3 to 5 years. And I have a lot of clients that have been with me from the start. So they've been with me from $100 lash sets to now paying $250 for their lash sets to now paying at least minimum $125 for their fill-in. So we have grown together, but through the course of us growing together and through the course of them deciding to stick with me because they don't have to, right? Them deciding to continue to patronize my business and pay, especially as the prices have more than doubled, it's been a choice on their own. And I think a lot of that is stability. They can depend on me. They know what to expect. They know that I'm going to try to consistently make their lashes look better and better and better, and that they know that I am going to be there. So hopefully that was helpful. If you've made it all the way to the end of this video, please make sure that you are subscribing. Also make sure that you are following us on Instagram at Lash Gang Official and following us at Lash Gang on all other social platforms. Thank you so much and hope this was helpful.